like to talk to us. Can you give us a sign of your presence? And welcome to Let's Talk Ghost. I'm your host, Steve.
I'm Dan.
And I am Will.
And it is August 3rd, 2014.
Yes, it is.
How you guys doing today?
Doing good.
What have you been up to, Dan?
Well, when the show airs, I will have gone camping. But
Yeah, you're planning on going camping this weekend?
yes, I'm planning on
Awesome.
going camping this weekend on my motorcycle
We,
to Havana Glen.
now how are you, Will? Anything new?
Not really.
We had a good time last weekend.
We did.
We had the Paranormal Picnic, our second annual.
And we predicted the future.
And we successfully predicted the future.
We said it would be nice all day and sunny.
Yep.
It
And
was.
we also predicted that Wade would do something silly and goofy at the picnic.
And he did.
And he did. We reported it, that it happened, and he did. He did a couple things.
Yeah.
He wore a tinfoil hat to protect his brain from aliens.
He did.
And he also tried to blow a fireball using liquor.
He did.
He failed, but he failed miserably.
Failed miserably.
I don't think the liquor had enough alcohol in it or something. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I think with just 80 proof liquor, which is what he probably tried to
Yeah,
use,
it was only like 80 proof.
that Chimes
Yeah.
whiskey. I don't think 80 proof is enough to actually blow fireballs.
I think you need like 151 rum or something.
Yeah,
like
you need to get like the 151. And I don't know if they still make it, but there used to be a vodka called Devil Springs vodka that was 160 proof.
Okay, you need the real strong stuff to spit out,
You need the stuff that's almost like pure alcohol. That stuff will flame up quick.
Or you could just use gasoline.
But yeah, I think most people that use liquor to blow fireballs are using like the 151.
Oh, okay. I've never done it. I tried it too, but it didn't work.
Yeah, 80 proof will burn, but
We should get that video of Wade doing that on our Facebook.
Yeah.
Is it on our Facebook, on the Let's Talk Ghost Facebook?
No, it's not.
We should try and get it on there.
Yeah.
I think our viewers would love to see that.
I think so too.
Especially the people that didn't show up to our picnic. You guys should have come. I mean, we had a lot of fun. Had a lot of
We
good
did.
food. Nice weather. We had a nice campfire at night.
We hired a good DJ.
Yeah, we had TJ. No, what?
DJ Tito.
TJ. DJ Tito.
yeah.
Was,
TJ Vito.
was spinning the tunes.
Yes, I was kind of, sort of.
Oh, you just said you just basically let the cat out of the bag that you're DJ Tito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We were trying to make it sound like he was this mysterious person.
And we
Oh, I am.
all did the cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. No truffle shuffles that day.
No,
No truffle.
Of course, the way I felt after eting all that food, I probably could have done one.
probably. Me too. It was
There
good.
there was a lot of food, a lot of good food. We had a good time. I'd like to thank the people from Spectres.
Yes.
They showed up, and all the people from Beeper showed up.
Yep.
They had a good time. Yeah, it was just all around. Everybody got along good. It was fun.
It was. I really enjoyed it.
Yep, the weather held up, and it was nice. We'll get some pictures up on our Facebook and up on our website.
Yeah, unfortunately, I forgot to bring my camera.
But I got a bunch of pictures in mine.
Yeah, so that'll work.
Some group shots and different things. So it was nice.
Yeah, it was.
Now, me and Dan, we finally went on our real long motorcycle ride.
Very long.
That was, what did we figure that was round trip? About 180, 165, 70 miles?
Between 160 and 170.
Before the Paranormal Picnic, Dan decided he wanted to go to Three Brothers Winery, which is about 90 miles away.
Yeah, about that. We're in Owego, and it's right outside Geneva, New York.
Yeah, it's way up at the top of Seneca Lake.
Right.
And it's a really nice winery. I'm pimping them because I like them.
I do too.
They also have a microbrew, and Dan wanted to get some of their brewed beer for the picnic.
Yes, they make a I forgot the name of it now, but
One's called Lieutenant Dan.
Well, there's the Riesling Ale, which has a name, it's something Bomber or something like that.
Yeah.
Then they have an IPA that's called Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, really good beer.
Yeah.
I don't drink, but you said it was really good. I've tasted it. It's good.
Yeah.
It tastes fine.
Well, the Riesling is like a really light beer that, and actually 10% of the beer is their Riesling.
Right.
They use that, and so it has kind of a wine aftertaste, and it's really light and fruity, and it's good on like a hot day like the picnic.
A little
day.
pricey, but that's okay.
Yeah,
It was good. You guys,
Well-
my wife Lois, she drank some of it too. She
Right.
likes it.
yeah. Well, I mean, after riding almost 100 miles to get it, we had to at least buy some beer. We couldn't.
Oh
just-
yeah. And of course, now when I ride, see, I'm an old fart, so I wear long pants. I wear of course, I dress the way you're supposed to riding a motorcycle. I wear long pants. I wear steel-toed work boots, and they go all the way up past my ankles. And I wear my riding jacket that has the armor in them. So my arm sleeves are protected.
Hey, I wear a riding jacket.
Yeah, with the sleeves unzipped off, so you're bare-armed
Only
and
from
wearing
the elbow down.
shorts.
Yeah.
You're in sneakers.
Yep.
And of course, we get back, and you were burned to a crisp.
Yeah, the top of my knees and
Your
my arms.
Yeah, you were burned up pretty good. I didn't have a problem. I wasn't burned at all.
Well, your jacket has vents in the arms, and
Yeah.
mine doesn't. So if I put the arms on when it's hot like that, I die.
Hey, I guess we can start talking paranormal. This is a paranormal talk show.
Well, we're out of time.
It
Oh,
is.
see you
Yeah,
guys
we're
there.
out of time.
All right, we'll see you all in the next investigation.
Yeah.
No, I'm only kidding. Hey, couple things real quick.
People will probably be like, "That's the best show ever." Only
Now,
done in
I
6.5
did show
minutes.
Will. There's a couple things that are going around the internet. I just want to kind of discuss them a little bit. The first one is the ghost in the window of the burning house. I'll read what I got on my card here. It's in Indiana. A firefighter supposedly captured this photograph before he started battling the blaze. I guess as he's pulling up, they were taking a bunch of pictures as the house is on fire. And of course, he fought the fire, blah, blah, blah. But then he had a bunch of photographs and he posted them on his Facebook. And supposedly his wife noticed, and as they're pulling up and he snapped a bunch of pictures with his camera, one of the picture, or the window to the left of the door, has appears to be an apparition of I don't know. Will, you thought it looked like a woman. I thought it kind of looked like a man. I don't know. It was definitely human shape.
Yeah.
My opinion, I'm on the fence. It looks a little bit like Matrixing, but maybe not. I don't know. Or it could be photoshopped. There's definitely a figure there.
Yeah. Well,
There's a shape.
that's a problem without having tests done on the picture. See if there was
Yeah.
if it was altered.
If
in
you don't
any
know if it's
way.
altered or not, yeah.
In this day and age, and this is the thing you gotta realize. This day and age of electronics, where virtually all evidence can be faked.
Right.
Nothing out there. There's
Well, and
nothing out there can't be.
I didn't see the picture, but you're talking about like a window, like glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Glass-
should have showed you before the show
Oh,
started, but
and glass can reflect. It could be a reflection from outside the
oh
house.
no, the windows probably broke out because the house is fully
Oh,
engulfed.
okay.
And basically, the flames are coming out the windows, and in the
Oh, okay.
flames, you can see a man standing there. It looks like a ghost
Ah,
standing there. in
Or
the
a
flame.
woman.
Or a woman, whatever. And it's one of them things. And I tell people, you can't trust anything you see because so much can be faked. And that is the problem with this field. So much
Yeah.
evidence can be faked and then passed off. So do not believe everything you see just because they say it is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't. Because you'll be made a fool every time.
Yep.
And the other interesting one is, now this one, me and Will both pretty much agree
Yes, we do.
that it's fake.
I feel left out.
This one is a YouTube video that you can find. All you have to do is Google the Brookside Theater. It is in the center of Ramford in the London borough of Havering. 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 Havering.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Happening.
It's a YouTube video. What it is, it's a theater, and what you see in the video, it looks like it's probably a security camera video is what it is, or supposed to be. And you see a bunch of chairs sitting in a row, like just folding chairs is what they look like, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
There looks, and they're in the middle of the room. There's probably 10 rows, 10, 12 rows of these chairs. And at 12 seconds into the video, there's a chair about in the middle of the group of the chairs.
On the right-hand side.
Yep. Just kind of suddenly jerks forward and kind of spins out of shape. And then at 28 seconds, in the lower left corner, there's a table. You can see a white, like a cafeteria style table, a white table, and it kind of jerks, kind of slides back slides back. Well, if you look at this video, and this is what I caught was, number one, the chair and the table both are pulled in the same direction.
Yes, they are.
Almost exactly the same direction. Which tells me that, to me, I would say there's a person standing just outside of the camera's range with some fishing line, pulling the chair, and then moving the table.
Yeah.
Because you can't see the end of the table. Now, right as the chair is being moved, as the chair is moving, look really closely down on the floor in front of the chairs in the direction it's being pulled in towards the table, and for a very quick split second you'll see like this blur of something like popping up and down, and I believe what that is the monofilament line. As he's yanking it, it's moving up and down, and the camera was able to catch that moving. I believe that's what that is. There are some other anomalies in the video. There's a lot of orbs buzzing around, which look like either bugs or flies or something is flying around.
We did notice a couple of things on the left-hand wall.
Right. There's a lot of...
it looks like, to me, it looks like flashlights.
Right, like a flashlight or something.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I did notice about that, the video is it's either very degraded or it's just really, really poor quality.
Mm-hmm.
Because when video, black and white video, or night vision video like that gets degraded, things start moving in it because the video is falling apart. You know what I'm saying? The picture is no longer a stable picture. So you start seeing things kind of wavering and moving, and that's because it's very low quality. And it's either that or, like I said, it's been copied so many times that it's finally degraded to a point to where it's just not a good copy anymore.
Or like ours, we lost some quality by using a cheap video capture device.
Right. So, but now all you have to do on that one, like I say, if people that are listening to the show, Google the Brookside Theater. It's in England. And it'll come up because the ghost chairs will pop right up. You just Google it and you'll find it. It's real easy to find. And the same thing with the firefighter, or with the ghost in the window of the burning house. I Googled ghost in window of burning house, and it comes right up.
Yep.
You'll find it because it's going all over the internet. They're all over the internet, all over the YouTube. So everybody's talking about them. But my thoughts about the chairs moving, the whole thing is fake.
Oh, I don't have
any
doubt on my
It looks
mind.
100% fake. I mean, that's something that could be so easily faked. Monofilament line will move the chair. Matter of fact, it looks like the chair is being pulled by a line.
And really, if you watch most of the videos on YouTube of ghosts, that's what you're going to get.
Right. Absolutely. A chair being pulled by a line will move in a certain way. It'll always pivot on one of the legs. And that's what this chair does. It pivots on a leg.
Yeah.
Unless somebody gets smart and ties monofilament to two legs.
Nah, nobody's that smart.
Yeah.
People usually just tied to a leg, and when they pull it, the chair kind of pivots on one of the legs.
Right.
And it spins around on one leg. And that's almost a dead giveaway that it's being pulled by
Because it would look
monofilament.
more impressive, and I'm giving people ideas. If you tied the monofilament to two legs and pulled both at once, then the chair would slide evenly.
Right. Well, they tied to one, and the chair pivoted on a leg, and that's usually a pretty good sign that it's being pulled by something.
Well, yeah, you can tell that it's getting it looks like it's getting pulled by that leg.
But like I say, if you look real close for a split second, right down close to the floor in front of where that chair is moving, you'll see a quick blur of something moving. And I believe that's the monofilament line being yanked.
Yeah, because a lot of times the monofilament won't get picked up on night
But if
vision.
it's moving real fast, but when it was, while it's being pulled, it moved up and down real fast, and I'm thinking the camera picked that motion up.
It could have.
Who knows? Maybe Rick Dwyer has moved on from faking Bigfoot, and he's like, well, maybe I'll start faking ghosts now.
Well, let me tell you,
You're talking about Mick Dwyer?
Rick.
Oh, I know.
I'm not that talented with doing stuff with videos and stuff, but I could have done what that picture did.
Yeah.
I mean, that was nothing more than taking 50 foot of fishing line and standing just out of frame of the camera, pulling the chair and moving the table.
Yep.
And when you see these videos also on YouTube of all the cupboard doors popping open and drawers opening and cupboards opening and doors swinging open, and it's all done with fishing line. These people, it would not be hard to do because some of this monofilament, especially in night vision, is practically invisible.
And
Yeah, because you're losing a lot of quality in night vision.
Right.
The video gets really grainy.
Well, if you ever notice, nobody seems to capture this type of stuff in high definition.
Right. If you're shooting that same thing in daylight and high def,
If you're shooting even night vision, if you had a night vision high def camera,
yeah,
you would see the line. Nobody, no, it's hard to cheat high def, but
right.
I'm sure that can be done too. But the monofilament is going to show up a little.
And for all those, videos out there where things are moving, the chances of that happening are so remotely impossible. I mean,
Well, it's not impossible, but it's slim.
I said remotely. I didn't say.
Okay.
Yeah.
However,
it doesn't happen very often.
I've been doing this 10 years, and I've seen things move twice,
Right.
and that's been a voice recorder both times. And usually, it's the last one was on a recent investigation we talked about, and it moved like a quarter of an inch,
Right.
and then it never moved again.
I personally have never seen anything move. Dan has.
Oh, doorknob.
Doorknob.
But that was just like a doorknob wiggling.
Wiggling. But it's moving.
Yeah.
Something had to move that doorknob. So.
But
Now-
it wasn't like a chair or like going across the room or,
Right.
drawers opening and closing.
Now I heard, I've heard things moving, like the story of the light, the chain against the
Yeah.
bulb, but even with a flashlight, it would never be moving when I turned the light on. So I don't know. So that I've never seen anything physically move in the years I've done this.
Yeah.
I've seen doorknob, and that was not an investigation. That was just sitting home playing video games.
Catching things moving, I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I can think of that I've seen move.
Well, this one is so obviously fake that it's almost ridiculous.
It is.
It's just such a. I mean, I'm telling you, a 10-year-old kid could do that.
However, for those people who aren't necessarily, being fooled because they just don't understand
Right.
what they're seeing.
Right.
Look at the larger picture. Look
Right.
at what's all around it. And
Yeah.
try to figure it out.
Well, when you're looking at a video like that, the first thing that happens is, it's like the old how the magicians work. They get you to look at one way, but something else is happening over, to the other side.
it's the art of misdirection.
Sleight of
Misdirection,
hand.
and that's basically what you're doing with these videos. You're concentrating on that chair moving, and you see that chair moving. That's all you're seeing. You're not looking around.
Yeah.
But you back up the film and rewatch that film over and over again, but don't look at the chairs. Look at everything else. And you'll see that's where I picked up on the floor of something like the string being pulled. We saw, I think there's just a bunch of flies flying around in there, bugs flying around.
Yeah, and they
that's what all
call
the
them
orbs
orbs.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not orbs. They're just a bunch of bugs flying around. That or it's got a furnace blowing or a paddle fan or something, and it's just spinning stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
Because that was a night vision, looked like a night vision security camera. So it's going to pick up anything flying through the air. Dust, bugs, whatever. Ghosts.
Yeah.
Them big old ghost orbs. Ones with the faces in them that smile as they go by.
Yeah.
I love those. Now, Will,
Yes.
you said you did a little research.
I did. I wanted to bring or talk about some interesting statistics
I
But
love statistics.
that I looked up tonight. I wanted to see how many people in the world believe in orbs, and I couldn't find that number, but I found in America,
Right.
or not orbs, but
Ghosts.
Ghosts, sorry. And 45% of Americans in a new survey believe in ghosts. 18% of the Americans believe they have seen a ghost.
How many percent?
18.
18%
18
of the people polled.
of the
or
people
asked.
polled.
Okay.
Here's some more interesting facts. 58% of them were women.
Really?
42% were men. 65% of them were between the ages of 25 and 29.
And 5% were other.
27% were of 65 years or older.
So the older seem to be less open to it?
Less open to it, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, they grew up in a generation where,
Nobody believed in ghosts.
well, it's not that nobody believed it, but it wasn't accepted.
It wasn't accepted. They didn't want to believe,
Yeah.
I should say.
I mean, we just interviewed Alexandra Holzer, and back when her father was investigating, you know,
Well, and if you do this same poll in another 20 years or so, those numbers are going to jump up significantly, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Because of all the shows and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That more young people are believing. So in another 20, 30 years, as older people that are less open to the idea die off, and you have more younger people they grew up with ghost hunters and the shows.
They're going to be more apt to believe.
Right. So
Now-
those numbers are definitely going to spike.
I'd be interested in knowing what the numbers were 10 years ago before the shows
Now, I
really
had a
became
poll.
mainstream.
I had a
Yeah.
poll that I had read. I'm not sure what year they did it in. I'm thinking it was like 2005, 2006 when they did that poll, and it was a poll about how many people believe in the paranormal, not ghosts, but the paranormal.
Mhm.
And actually, 75% of Americans believe in the paranormal, which includes ghosts, Bigfoot, aliens, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not pigeonholed just ghosts or just Bigfoot or just aliens. And so they did break it down to how many people believed in ghosts, how many people believed in Bigfoot and aliens and that sort of thing. But they said 75% of Americans believed in some sort of paranormal phenomenon,
Yeah.
whether it was psychic abilities or whatever. They're 75%. That's a pretty big number.
Well, I
Yeah.
believe it because a lot of people believe in psychics. You got a lot of people that believe in UFOs and aliens.
Yeah.
A lot of people that believe in Bigfoot.
Now, see, are aliens paranormal?
Yeah, they would be.
Would
Well,
they be?
I mean, they're grouped.
They're grouped in with the paranormal, but
Paranormal is anything that's out of the ordinary.
right.
and they're not. Aliens are not part of our normal
No.
day-to-day life.
Yeah, I guess so. They kind of fall in the same idea as a cryptid,
Yeah. So I mean, until aliens come down and start hanging out with us and,
and
stuff.
prove that they exist.
Right.
But anyway, I've got some other interesting facts here that I looked up. I wanted to know what the most haunted countries in the world were, and I found a list on hauntedamericatours.com. So I'm going to give you the
America's. Okay.
hauntedamericatours.com.
Oh, cool.
That's where I got this information from. So I'm going to give you the top 10 list. Number 10 is Great Britain, which I thought would be higher. I mean, Great Britain is one
You
of the
would
oldest
think so because they're really
countries.
into their paranormal and
It's
ghost
one of the
hunting.
oldest countries, and
Well,
their
with all-
buildings
yeah.
are older than.
With all those castles and all that kind of stuff and all the war,
Yeah.
But
war that's been going on there for years.
They're being the most haunted. They're the 10th
Yeah.
place. Wow. I would
Number
never have thought
9.
that.
Number 9 is Mexico.
Okay. Mexico is even higher than England.
Yeah,
Wow.
which I've heard a lot of stories about. Mexico and stuff.
Right.
The Bruja, which is the witch.
Right.
Number 8 is the United States,
Wow.
which, living here, this is where we hear most of the stories from.
Right.
But number 7 is Italy.
Okay.
Number 6 is Germany. Number 5 is France. Number 4 is Russia.
Really.
Number 3 is India. Number 2 is Egypt. And the most haunted country in the world is actually China.
China.
That's kind of surprising. You really don't hear a lot of ghost stories coming out of China.
Now,
Yeah.
do the Chinese people believe in the paranormal?
I don't know.
I mean, they must, or how would they claim it to be the most haunted? I mean, there's got to be haunted stories, right? Or how do you get that information, I wonder?
Well, I'm sure every country has their.
Every
Own
country has
beliefs.
their ghost stories.
Right.
Yeah.
Some countries believe more in the afterlife and supernatural beings and
Well, personally, I wouldn't have thought North America would be as haunted as Europe,
Right.
because we've only been around with our populations for only a couple,
Well,
300 or 400 years.
Europeans have been here for 400 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We've been here for 300 or 400 years, but Europe, they've been there for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And there's been just millions and millions and millions of terrifying deaths and murders and
Tortures.
torturing
You had
and
the Black
execute
The plague.
executions,
Spanish Inquisition.
yeah, I mean, there's just horrible deaths for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years. Just always, you hear of these horrible deaths, and so you would think that there's got to be a ghost on every corner in Europe.
Yeah. Although the plague did hit the United States, it hit the California region a little bit.
Cool. Hey, you know what, Dan? We're halfway through.
You think so?
Yes, we do. Think so.
Yes,
we do. But I got a split personality.
Ah.
I can believe that.
Yeah, I have two personalities.
I can believe that too. Yeah. So I've seen both sides.
You probably know my other personality.
Yeah.
Anyways, what do we got today?
This week we have the Clinton Johnson Band with Every Car Behind Me Is a Cop.
Will's favorite song.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can check them out on our featured artist page.
I've always known wrong from right. Avoid the dark, run into the light. I try to run and I try to hide. In the end, I guess I lost my fight. Cell blocks. They got tough, they got the lot. Oh, here they come, they never stop. Every car behind me is a cop. Oh, every car behind me is a cop. Against the wall and don't you move. They always win, you always lose. Oh, they got the law, they got the drive. Every car behind me is a car. Oh, every car behind me is a car. All the noise and all
top?
Over there, the wise old man of the mountain.
Hey, wise old man, what's the meaning of life?
That's easy. Just listen to Let's Talk Ghost every Sunday night from 8 to 9 on DTMWickedRadio.com.
Hey, this is Mike Zone from Obscura Antiques and Oddities, and you're listening to Let's Talk Ghost.
And that was the Clinton Johnson Band with Every Car Behind Me is a Cop, and you can check them out on our featured artist page.
I'm holding my DTM Wicked Radio sign up.
That's an awesome sign.
Isn't that pretty bad?
Yeah.
That's really bad.
That is really bad.
Yeah, I wrote it quick. We are, you can hear us on DTM Wicked every Sunday night. Isn't that awesome?
That's the promo said.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I said, we were talking about statistics and...
That is his nickname.
That's right.
Did you know that? Well,
No.
That was
Oh.
my nickname.
that's like his that's his childhood nickname.
Yeah. Crazy. I'm only that way if I don't take my medication.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what time is it?
I have
guys?
to take the big blue pill. Then I have to take the yellow pill. Hey, you know what time it is, Dan?
I think I do.
It's time for What the Heck Does That Mean? All right. We're getting better at it.
Yeah.
So you got a word? Oh, you're turning the thing so I can't say it.
Yes.
I don't cheat. I am not a cheater cheatington.
You are a cheater cheatington.
Well, we're
Well-
waiting.
Well,
Our fans are waiting.
the computer came unplugged because I was turning it, and I had to make sure the plug was working, so we didn't lose the computer.
Yes, that would not be good.
No, that would not be.
So, okay, Mr. Cheater
what's the
cheatington.
word?
The word this week is nullabicity.
Nullabicity.
Yes, nullabicity.
That's the effect that you have when you look up in the sky and see a pretty cloud. You become nullabicified.
Would you like me to spell it for you?
Yeah.
I'm just shooting from the hip here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It is spelled Nullibicity. Nullabicity.
Nullabicity?
Yeah.
Well, null means none.
Okay.
So it's it's the effect of nobicity.
Well, you're getting close with
Yes,
the first
null,
part.
Yeah, null means none.
Right.
And bicity?
Nullabicity.
Bicity.
Well, it's Nullibicity, like city.
Nullabicity.
Yeah.
Bicity.
Yeah.
Any ideas, Will?
No big cities.
That's not even close.
I don't know.
Okay. It's having no. It's the effect of having no functioning brain waves.
You're kind of close. I mean,
Really?
well, not really. I mean,
It's being real. It's having no rational thought. Being really dumb, not
No,
having any rational thought. Sort of like me.
that could some of that stuff could fall under this category.
Okay, use it in a sentence, please. That's my use it in a sentence voice.
That was pretty good.
Yes.
You
You can't do it, can you?
I really should think of sentences ahead of time, shouldn't
Yeah,
I?
you probably should. I mean,
Yeah.
I
'Cause
could use it in a sentence.
Okay, let's hear
Okay.
your sentence.
The other day, during my nullabicity
Nullabicity.
episode, I had an accident in my Depends.
What?
Okay,
Does that work?
a unicorn could fall under the category of nullabicity.
A unicorn?
Yes.
It's a creature that does not exist.
All right, yeah, I kind of gave it away.
Is that what it is?
Well, it's a situation where something doesn't exist or can't be found anywhere.
A situation.
Yes.
Oh, like
Oh,
if
okay.
somebody says the Battle of 1810 in Canada,
Right. Sure.
and they look in history and say, "Wait, that battle never happened." So that would.
Well,
be,
it's just where something doesn't exist or can't be found anywhere, basically.
it's like a unicorn.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Or like you, trying to put up our YouTube videos.
Yes.
You cannot be found anywhere.
Right. they cannot be found anywhere.
Yeah, they can't be found anywhere.
No, they cannot.
They've been no-binified.
Yeah, I guess. Well, here we are. Now, do you have more stats for us, Will?
I
We'll get
do.
back to what Will was talking about
I
before
do.
the break.
Now, this was interesting because we were talking about the most haunted countries from
Right.
hauntedamerica.tours.com. Well, I was looking up the most top 10 haunted places on Earth, and according to...
So now this is top 10 haunted places.
Haunted locations.
In the world.
Sorry, in the world. On time.com, no place under this is in China. On
Even
this
though
list. Even though China, according to this website, is the most haunted country in the world.
Well, that's
So
interesting.
I just want to
Yeah.
bring that out. Number 10 is the Winchester House.
Number 10. Okay.
Number 9 is actually the White House.
Well, it's supposed to be haunted.
Yeah, it is. Number 8 is Whaley House. Number 7.
Where is Whaley House? Do you know?
Is that in California?
Yeah, it's in
California, I
California. I
think.
can't
Oh, okay.
remember.
Somewhere out west, yeah.
Number 7 is the Tower of London.
Okay. Well, that would make sense.
Yeah. Number 6 is the Queen Mary, which we were discussing during the break.
Right.
It's a place
I'm not really sure what events have happened on the Queen Mary, but I guess ships can be haunted. They and they're in water, and water has a lot of energy. And
Yeah. Well, I know a girl drowned in the pool there.
right.
That's been on every single ghost hunting episode. That's
You know,
on the
and
Queen
that
Mary.
probably wouldn't be that uncommon. You know, these cruise ships, all these cruise ships with pools on them,
Are going to have
they're
accidents.
bound to have an accident occasionally. You know,
Especially ones
somebody's
that are this old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to have a few accidents. Or people are just going to die of old age and
Heart attacks,
heart
strokes,
attacks or drug overdose or who knows what.
Yeah.
you know, or other accidents. Just, yeah.
Number 5 is Myrtle's Plantation.
Okay, Myrtles.
Number 4, surprise, surprise, is Gettysburg. Number 3 is Edinburgh Castle.
Edinburgh Castle. Now, where is Edinburgh? It's in Edinburgh?
Yeah, it's in Edinburgh.
Which would be Scotland, right?
Is
Yeah.
that, okay,
Edinburgh,
right. That's
Scotland.
Scotland. Scotland. That's the capital of Scotland, correct?
Yep,
Edinburgh? Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I apologize if it's not.
Yeah.
We're giving
I
false
think it is.
information.
I think it is, but I'm not
I'm not
I'm
sure
not
either. A geologist.
I'm not a geologist.
Number 2
Well,
is...
I don't think Will found that funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Okay.
Number 2 is the Eastern State Penitentiary.
Okay.
And number 1 most haunted location in the world, according to time.com, is Amityville.
I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that.
No,
Yeah.
I think Gettysburg is way more haunted than
Yeah,
Amityville.
Amityville, I don't agree with. I'm going to tell you why. I think Amityville. I think there were some issues that happened there, but I have heard so many conflicting stories about Amityville, that I don't think it's as haunted as Hollywood made it to be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not haunted, that something didn't happen there, but
I think like
Number one.
I think Eastern State and Gettysburg and some of those places are
way
way
more haunted.
Yeah.
I mean,
And what was odd is if we're number 8 on the list, how come 8 of the top 10 are in the United States?
Oh, this is from 2 different sites.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Well, only 2 of those were from outside this country.
right.
Yeah. Edinburgh and the Tower of London.
Hey, you got some news? Or you still got more you're going on?
Nope.
No, you're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it's about time. It kind of dragged that out a while.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I thought it was interesting.
I
Yeah.
did. I'm going to say hi to our friends in Australia, John and Deb from Drifter Paranormal.
Oh, you did?
I'd like to say hi to them.
Oh, I thought you meant like you
sent
talked
them,
to them or something.
No, I did. I sent them a message on Twitter and invited them to come back on our show, and they've been doing some stuff, and they got some stuff to talk about.
Sweet.
So maybe next week, or actually maybe the week after, because you had a better idea. Maybe we
Yeah.
should get our friend from Buffalo, Mr. Scott Schultz, on our. Maybe he
Yeah.
would come on and talk to us again.
Yeah,
'Cause we do have the event coming up
we do have the event
Right.
coming up.
that we could talk about a little.
Probably should have got him on this week.
Probably, but that's all right. We'll talk to him next week.
Yeah.
Oh, will that be after the
Well,
investigation?
the show will air afterwards. Which
Yeah.
actually, the tickets are already sold out, so
Yeah.
we can still talk about it.
Yeah.
And actually, with the airing after the event, people are less likely to come out and mess with us.
True. So true. So we'll maybe I'll see if I'll send him a message on Facebook and see if he wants to. If he's not busy, maybe next week we could do that. We'll see.
However, you know what I like about the ships is, there's locked gates.
Yes.
The chances of
Right.
anyone getting in there to mess with us
The,
is
Very slim.
very
The
slim.
only thing is, if you're up on the decks, there's a lot of noise pollution.
Well,
There's a bar right down at the
Yeah.
end of the pier there
Yeah,
where
it was
the boats
open
are.
till 11
They're
or
open.
something.
I don't know. They're going pretty late. They had a really loud band. They were really
well,
loud.
it is Friday night,
Or a DJ, I think, or something.
Yeah.
But it was pretty loud.
but it is Friday night, and
yeah,
that's
it's
when
a bar,
bars
and it's a bar.
and that's when bars make their money. Is Friday and Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
However, if you're down at the other end of the ships or the croakers, you can't hear anything.
No. Well, once you got down below decks, you couldn't hear anything.
Well, that's why we ran right to the
The jail.
Yeah, the
The brig.
Brig. Yeah,
That's where we went first.
I was drawing a blank.
Yeah. But we, I don't know where we should hit next time. I'm going to be a little more adventuresome, I guess. I would like to do a really nice controlled EVP session in the Croaker and just see what we get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to, because that's one thing we did not do. Well, me and you and John didn't. It was we did not hit up the Croaker at all, investigation wise. We went on the tour through it, but we didn't.
Now, my thoughts are we'll bring some chloroform.
Okay,
We'll knock Eddie out,
okay,
and we'll steal his keys.
sounds like a plan.
And then we'll get into the other part of the show. No, we won't. Eddie, if you're listening, we won't really do that.
Yeah. Eddie
Watch
up
your
there.
back.
Eddie up there is a good guy.
Oh, Eddie's a great guy.
He really is.
He kind of in charge of maintenance and restoring and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and this time from Let's Talk Ghosts, it's going to be me, you, and Delia.
Yep, it'll be me and the purple-haired girl.
Yeah, well, her hair is back to blonde.
Oh, she's blonde now.
She's blonde now. Yes.
All right, what will it be next week?
Well, she is in cosmetology,
Yeah.
but she's done for the summer, so
It may stay blonde for a while.
I think it's going to stay blonde for a while.
I was
Alright.
thinking of maybe getting a purple wig, for ratings.
All right. For
Okay.
reading, yeah.
What do you? No, for ratings.
Oh, for our ratings?
For
Yeah,
help the
help our
ratings.
ratings,
What do you
yeah.
think on YouTube?
Well, our most watched show is the one with her on it.
Then it's settled.
You would rock a purple wig.
I think I would.
Yeah. You know what we got to do? We also have to talk about some other events here. Let's get this one going. September 26th, 27th, and 28th is going to be the Finger Lakes Paracon at the Hilton Garden Inn Event Center in Auburn, New York. It's at 74 State Street, Auburn, New York. Dates are, I already said the dates, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
September 26th is the Friday night, which is the night you can go out and do some investigations with some local paranormal investigators. And you're going to be at different haunted sites. And I guess all they're asking for is donations to help, because these people are trying to preserve some of these older buildings, and that's all they ask for, some donations, which that's not bad.
And it's going to a good cause.
Going for a good cause, great cause. Saturday and Sunday is the Paracon, where you can come up and you can meet the crew, me and Dan, of Let's Talk Ghost.
We will be there.
We'll have a table set up, and you can come up and meet us.
Yeah. I have another event to attend.
And Will won't be there, but Will's got to go to another show where he does karate demonstrations.
Yeah, that's me.
And he breaks cinder blocks with his foot.
Yeah.
That's why they call him Bigfoot.
Yeah.
No, I'll keep going here. This event is a fundraiser. It is a day-long para convention featuring ghost hunting teams. Well, I should say a weekend long, 2-day long. I can't read my own writing. Ghost hunting teams from the area, psychics, mediums, UFO researchers, Bigfoot investigators, palm readers, tarot card readers, and Reiki practitioners from across the upstate of New York. It's $10 for adults, and 17 and under is free. Now, you can't beat the price.
Yeah, that's one of the
That
cheaper.
is cheap.
Yeah.
That's cheap.
That is cheap for a
I mean, that
convention.
$10, it's worth $10 just to meet me.
Probably not.
What? What are you saying?
You should pay people $10 to meet
Yeah,
you.
that's true. Now, the fine people, the fine people of Finger Lakes, I'm getting Upstate Paranormal Society. I'm sorry. This is put on by the Upstate Paranormal Society. Anyone have any Tums? I might have some somewhere. I'm giving Will indigestion.
Yeah, I can tell.
This is being put on by the Upstate Paranormal Society. And you can contact them for information at www.flparacon.com, or you can call them at area code 315-406-4866. You can email them at flparacon@gmail.com. And if you're in the upstate New York area and you're in northern tier of Pennsylvania, hey, come up to it. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Or if you're Connecticut and
Yeah, if you're not too far away.
New Hampshire, Vermont, California,
I know our
flying.
friends from RIP are supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And now you said somebody else is going to be there that you know.
Oh, no, the guy that we met at Lake George.
Oh, right.
You and I Paranormal.
Oh, all right. You and I Paranormal. They're going to be there. Like say RIP from out of Rome, New York.
Yes.
It's going to be there. Good bunch of guys. They've written a few. I think they've done a book. They've done a bunch of stuff. They've done some videos and.
Yeah, they usually have like a DVD, a couple books.
Oh yeah, they always got something going on.
They're involved with the K2 meters, the company.
Really interesting guys to talk to.
Yeah.
And really nice guys. Very approachable, really nice guys. They love to talk about what they do. And they got really neat outfits.
Yes.
Dr. Dave always has his bright yellow tie on. That's an awesome tie. What can I say? You got anything to add to that, Will?
No, you know what we haven't done a couple weeks I think we should do?
What's that?
Go into ghost hunting mode.
We can go and ghost hunting mode. How's that look?
It looks like ghost hunting mode.
We are in ghost hunting mode.
Yes,
Now,
we
if
are.
you're watching us on YouTube, which you'll never see because it's our co-host Dan
Me.
never gets our videos put up.
Yeah.
But we are currently in ghost hunting mode, and
Yeah.
And maybe we'll get lucky and see an orb fly through.
You can send.
You know, occasionally
can send-
you see an orb.
And you can send all your angry emails to letstalkghost@gmail.com. Attention, Dan.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
attention, Dan. If you can't find the any of the shows, yes, that would be
Well,
great.
all of the 8 to 20 people that have watched each video, I mean,
Yeah.
they can just listen to the shows. I'll get them.
I don't
on
think anybody's
eventually.
found him yet.
Well, there's a link right on our homepage to
Yeah.
it, and if you search for "Let's Talk Ghosts" on YouTube, it comes right up.
Right. Now, you know one thing we didn't do at the picnic? We never tried doing an EVP session.
We didn't.
We should have.
Yeah, we should have.
Bunch of slackers.
Yeah, because I've gotten a lot of EVP. I've gotten some EVPs from down there. We're going to be doing some evidence review coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yep, for a couple of our investigations we've been on.
Yeah.
One being the Erie Mansion.
Yep.
I would like to go. I want to go. I wouldn't mind going back to the Erie Mansion.
I wouldn't mind either.
But I'd approach it differently, I think.
I would too.
And you know, I can't say the name, but you know, the last place we did.
Yeah.
I was talking to Deb about that. I would really like to get back in there again. Only,
You know, I would too.
and I would like to get back in there again and do a more.
Controlled.
Now that we've been
environment.
there once, approach it a little differently. Because once you've been there, now you know where to expect the.
Well, because once
Yeah.
you've already set up somewhere, you know what you could have done
Right.
better, what you did
Right.
right, what you did wrong.
Like where my camera was aiming, I would have it the other way around, aiming towards that direction next time.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything aiming towards that. And that would have maybe caught that apparition I saw. Maybe. Or maybe it would have caught it and we could have figured out what it was.
Yeah.
I'm seeing orbs on the video.
Are you?
Oh yeah,
Are there things flying around in here?
yeah,
Well, there was a fly in here earlier and it was driving me nuts.
yeah. Not that orb.
There was a housefly. That was bugging
Real
out.
orbs.
I was out here doing research last night, doing some stuff last night, and this fly just kept flying, landing right on my face. And every time I swoosh it away, it'd come right back on my face. I couldn't get him to stop landing on me. I probably shouldn't have smeared dog poop on my face.
Probably not. That'll tend to attract flies.
Yeah.
It does make a good facial moisturizer.
Well, that's what I
but-
thought. My face seemed a little dry and
Right.
crunchy, so I needed to moisturize. And the
Crunchy?
only-
Your
yeah,
face
my-
seemed crunchy?
Yeah, my face
I
seemed
guess
dry.
so.
My face seemed dry and crunchy. Well, I'm 375 years old, and that's what happens. You know, you get old.
I did say this guy was crazy.
Yeah.
But now, what else we got coming up? Now, did Deb say she said we could probably get back in there again?
That's good.
Maybe in November or first of the year or something. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. I wouldn't mind getting back in there again. That was a nice place in there actually. It'd be nice if we could get in there a little earlier. This time we had to wait for a bunch of people to leave,
Yeah.
and it was pretty late before they left. They had a party or something going on,
Yeah.
so it's just bad luck to that. It'd been nice if you could get in there and get set up about by 8:30 or 9 and be set up and stay until 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah. It would be cool to do a longer investigation
Yeah,
there.
because we weren't there very long. We were only there for about
I think it was 5 hours.
3.5, 4 hours. 5 was it 5
No,
hours?
maybe. Well, no, I think
we
it was
started
around 4.
Yeah, we started picking up about 3:30. I think it was 3:30.
Yeah, but like I said before, if you're doing private investigations,
Yeah.
usually after 4 hours, people are ready for you to leave.
Yeah,
Most people.
especially if you're in a residential.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do a residential for a long period of time if the people are there
Yeah.
because they get very bored after about 3 hours
They do. They expect, great things to happen.
in a very short amount of time.
And when you come in there and there's nothing happening.
yeah, makes reviewing the evidence easier
Yeah.
when you're only there for a few hours, but you don't. But the chances of catching anything in just a couple hours is pretty slim.
And we were talking about that earlier about watching videos, like an hour-long video of the same thing.
Right.
And after about 25 minutes, you're like, oh, was that a shadow? And you're rewinding it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
5 minutes
Because
later, oh, I just saw another shadow. And then,
yeah. I haven't got.
Oh, I just saw another orb.
Oh, did you?
No.
I still got to review some video footage from Erie Mansion. I haven't done yet. You know what? We're doing that on.
I was originally going to come out and help you with that last
Then
week.
I thought I could do it, and then something came
Yeah.
up and I didn't get to it.
But you guys had a trip,
Yeah.
the motorcycle
We've
trip.
got. How many cameras did we set up on that DVR that day?
3, I believe. Or was it 4?
We either had 3 or 4 cameras hooked up.
Oh, it was...
Well, we had one on the stairs.
one
No,
on
it
the
was
stairs.
4.
It was 4, yeah.
Yeah, it was 4.
Did we have 4?
I believe so.
There's one in the reptile room, one in the wedding suite, one on the stairs, and
One downstairs on the billiard room.
yeah, in the billiard room.
Oh, that's right. We had one all the way down into the billiard room with that. That's
Yeah.
right. I forgot.
So
about
we did have 4.
that. Ugh. Ugh. I got a lot
And
of
we were
videos.
there 7 hours.
We were there quite a while. They
So, we've
were
got-
running for quite a while.
We've got
They were running for quite a while.
28 hours of
Right.
stuff to look through.
Yeah, maybe sometime you come out during the day and we could just kill it and just do it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
And you know what? Those type of videos you really want to watch on a big screen. You're going to be able to see stuff better.
Oh, yeah.
And the bad thing is, I don't know if your DVR allows you to, put 2 screens up and watch one
Yes.
on one screen, one on the other.
Yeah, I think ours will do. I think you could watch like 3 of them, all of them at once.
I'm not sure.
I think you can.
Yeah.
I think it'll play back. You can put it in that mode. It'll play all of them back at the same time.
Of course, you're not going to catch anything.
No,
No.
because they're going to be so small.
But I think you can break them up. But I think when you break it up into where you want to watch individual ones, like say you just wanted to watch 2 at once, they're going to be small because it puts up that grid.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like just half a screen, half a screen.
If it was half a screen,
That wouldn't be so bad. You could watch one side, I could watch the other side.
Yeah.
But I don't think it does. I think it goes up to that big full or to that
Yeah.
grid, and then you just pick out which ones you want
it's
to
the
watch.
same with ours. So
Yeah. But no, that's all right. We'll kind of go through them and get an idea if anything happens. You can watch them for a while, and like a couple times I haven't even reviewed stuff because the quality was so bad. When we did that place in Binghamton, that I don't know if we can mention it on the show.
no.
Okay. Remember I had a handy cam set up down in the basement.
Yeah.
aiming towards their electrical panel. The quality, I didn't have enough light. The night vision just did not work worth a crap, and it was so dark. Elvis could have been dancing in front of it, and you wouldn't have seen him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that makes it pointless. And we've had some.
And we had the same problem with the full spectrum.
Full spectrum, yeah. The video was just so dark that it was.
That kind of happened on the ship.
Yeah.
It was too dark.
It was just too dark.
So, you run into that, and why waste your time on something that's not going to give you anything?
Right, because when it's too dark, like you said, you could have Elvis dancing in front of the camera and you're not going to see it.
Right.
Or the other side of that is you're going to be matrixing all kinds of stuff. And,
right.
And you can't really prove even if something does happen, you can't really prove if it's paranormal or not.
Yeah. But now you guys got the light to go with it.
Yeah, and that does help.
Yeah.
Actually, it works better with the high 8. Speaking of high 8, we got to order tapes.
Yeah, we do.
So,
just a side note in case you're listening back to this.
Yes, just a side note. Order tapes. We still go old school. We have a couple Sony high 8s.
Well, we're only going to be using one of them.
Yes, I'm going to carry. We'll have one, but we should have a couple tapes, a few blank tapes to take with us.
We'll give Delia a couple things to hold on to.
Yeah, give her the K2 meter or something. She's not she's not a very experienced ghost hunter.
Right. So you'll
this is actually probably will be her first investigation.
Yeah. It will be.
So we can use her for bait.
We can use her for bait.
She will be our ghost bait.
Yes. Yeah. That's what she's there for.
Yep.
We'll give her a K2 meter. And
she's a cute girl.
Yeah.
And if there's a bunch of sailors on board, they're going to see a cute girl. Maybe it'll get their attention.
It might.
Never know.
Well, remember that Craigslist post where that guy wanted to take random strange women into abandoned buildings in wherever he was, Alabama, Nebraska.
Right. I don't know.
Because he thought that ghosts were attracted to women more.
In a way, I kind of I don't know if there's anything to that.
Well, that guy just wanted to get women into dark buildings.
Yeah, I think that's all that was. I think that's all that was. But
that guy was creepy.
Right. But I think women do tend to have more experiences than men. Don't you think? Well, I mean, your stats even said that, I think.
Yeah, 58%.
Yeah.
For women.
Women have more experiences, yeah. But you know what? Women are more sensitive than men. They're more in tune to their surroundings, probably.
They're wired differently.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So they may be sensing stuff more than we do.
Yeah, they think differently than men.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we're about out of time. Let me go out of ghost mode here.
Oh, we're back to
we're about out of time, though. Hey, we are Let's Talk Ghosts. You are listening to us at www.letstalkghost.com. You can also hear us every Sunday night from 8 till 9 on dtmwickedradio.com, which I guess we're on iHeartRadio, too, if you search for DTM Wicked Radio. We are on YouTube. You got to search for us. Occasionally, we might get a new video up.
Occasionally.
We are on Facebook. Will's been maintaining our Facebook page, been doing a really good job. Just search for Let's Talk Ghost. And we're also on Twitter. Search for Let's Talk Ghost. How about you, Will?
Binghamton Paranormal Investigation Research Society on Facebook. And you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, and our website at BPIRS Paranormal.
Awesome. Anything else, Dan?
Yeah.
What? Nothing? That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Well, then we'll see you all on the next investigation.